Good morning everyone, welcome to bank holiday weekend on LAB. Doing something a little bit different this week. I've just got away for a few days with my family to the coast to just have a little bit of downtime because everything's been super busy, as I'm sure you know if you've been following my socials. So just having a bit of a break from everything to just get my head together and prepare myself for the few months leading up to Christmas, which I know are going to be even more busy. So just a couple of things I've been doing this week which I thought were really cool. I sat on a panel for a networking organisation called Tag Network, which I might have mentioned before on my video. So they're like a networking organisation for young professionals in Birmingham to teach them kind of like practical skills, and the one that I was sitting on was actually about negotiation and influence. So I sat on a panel with a few other young professionals and we basically just talked about our experiences of negotiation influencing people in our day-to-day lives, both in and out of work. So obviously I do a lot of negotiating in my day job because I'm a litigator, so that requires a huge amount of negotiation skills on a day-to-day basis in terms of dealing with opponents, but also dealing with clients and colleagues and all kinds of stuff. So we're all just throwing out some really cool ideas about how we manage our negotiation and what we look for in terms of an end result. So I've got a load of cool stuff out of that, which I think I'm going to put into a whole separate video actually. So that will hopefully be coming over the next few months, so stay tuned if you're interested in that. The other thing that I did was I went to another event. I wasn't on the panel myself, but I was in the audience at the panel, and it was all about media and disruption in the media work environment. Now, I've never really been sure about this term disruption. People are throwing it around a lot when they're talking about someone who is doing something different in the marketplace and shaking it up basically, and they quite often use the term disruption or disruptive in terms of that person's behaviour in the market. So this was all about disruption in the media. So I was in the audience with a couple of people, well quite a lot of different people actually, from loads of different walks of life and media type backgrounds. And the two people who were heading up the panel was a guy called Ollie Hills from Birmingham Update. And I think I've spoken about Birmingham Updates before because they gave me that little bull key ring which gets you loads of updates in and around Birmingham. So they're basically like a news website for what's going on in Birmingham and the surrounding area. And also another chap called, I'll come back to you on what he's called. But he has a background in radio, and he was actually the guy responsible for discovering Ed James, who you will know if you listen to Heart Radio around Birmingham. He's a massive personality and one of the most successful radio DJs of all time. And he was talking about what his perception is of the marketplace and types of people that are disrupting it and ways of disrupting it. So there were some really intelligent questions. It was quite an intimate gathering, and I just found it so interesting to talk about what's up and coming in terms of media and consumer behaviours, what people want from their media channels. And anyway, it was all really interesting. So I had a really good week of finding out lots of interesting things about the world around me. So that was with an organisation called Downtown in Birmingham actually, who I follow on Twitter, and you should follow as well because they do lots of interesting stuff in and around businesses, not just in Birmingham but around the whole country as well. So that was that really, and I don't really have many more updates apart from that. I just thought I'd do like a little catch-up video because I'm not doing law this week. I haven't done anything events wise this week either. I've got a couple of things coming up next week, so that will be an exciting one as well. And that's all I really wanted to share with you. So I hope you've had a good bank holiday weekend, and I will catch up with you again next week. See you later, bye bye.